Hello monsters, let's take a quick look at Google. Googl. This is different than GOOG. We're going to look at GOOGL, Google. Now, here's the chart. Basically, it is consolidating in a tight bull flag here. It bounced really nicely on relatively high volume, but as the volume started to fade, the stock also started to essentially flatline for the last couple days, just above 550 line or 750 line. So it's consolidating in a tight bull flag, and basically there's somebody making a bet in the option market that this bull flag consolidation is going to be over soon, and we're going to see this tick higher again, take another leg higher right from here, and then possibly head towards new 52-week high. So here's the daily chart before I go into the option market. So here's the daily chart. Here is the intraday chart. This is the 1 minute chart. Is essentially just a little bit choppy during the intraday, but here's 5 minute consolidation, or if I go to 1 hour, that's probably better. You can notice how this is the rally we are talking about. We had a stealth rally in the last 2 weeks. It went straight up from 710 to 760, and now it's just basically the last couple of days it has not done anything. It is just consolidating over here. You can look at it in different ways. Here's the 5 minute chart. If I draw a line here, right here, you can see that it was starting to break out. So a little bit of it started to take out the downtrend resistance that we saw in the last couple days, and it moved higher. Now, so with this bull flag consolidation right here, here's what I'm seeing. If I go to the option market, and if I increase my view, let's go down to April. This is April, and you'll see the volume right here at April 790 strike calls, with the stock currently at 758. So they bought 1,300 plus of these contracts earlier today, mostly for $4 to $4.20. Some went as high as $4.50. And as they started buying these contracts, the implied volatility slightly ticked higher, as well as the bid and ask. The ask moved all the way up to $5. So they bought approximately $500,000 worth of calls right here in April, front month, April 790 strike calls, with stock at 758. Again, going back to the chart, as it is consolidating in tight bull flag, they're buying calls that expire right here where the dotted red line is, all the way out here at 790 strike line. This is before earnings. This is important. So the earnings are after April expiration on April 21. So they want to see this thing break out and make a run towards basically 800 plus or new 52-week high before even earnings come out. So what's the catalyst? Now, last week I discussed that Google is essentially is conducting its first ever cloud platform conference that's taking place in California this week. And here are my notes: March 23rd to March 24th. This is going to be Google Cloud Platform Conference. This is their first ever conference on their cloud. It's taking place starting day after tomorrow. And then, just as I showed that article last week in the chat room on March 15th, we also heard immediately that Apple is actually moving its cloud business over from Amazon to Google. So, I have a huge backing of a major customer right there. Whether it means anything in the long run in terms of total revenue growth for Google is going to be seen in the future, but basically it was a good start just before the Google Cloud Platform Conference is starting this week, starting on Wednesday. Here is the article. Let's see. Here is the article from RBC Capital that I showed with my link, and so this is all available in Activity Tracker. You can go there and you can read all about this, how this will affect the Google Cloud and may potentially affect the numbers going forward. Sorry, not RBC, Morgan Stanley article that I showed last week. Here's another piece of news that came out late last week that is worth mentioning, and I'm not sure if this is the reason why they're buying call options. So here is the article from the Bank of America, came out on Friday, March 17, and this was talking about robust Google total growth that they're seeing from the Comscore data, which is third-party data that came out for January and February. So basically, for the month of February, it came out on March 16th, which was Thursday of last week, and they published this report on March 17th. And they're talking about very, very bullish data for Google. So how bullish? I scrolled all the way down here to see what's taking place, and so right here are the numbers. Here's January and February. What Bank of America is saying, according to Comscore data, is that total minutes, mobile and desktop, for the month of January accelerated to 24%. They saw growth of 20% in December. It accelerated to 24% in January, and then it accelerated again in the month of February by 26%. So they dipped sharply from November to December, and now you're seeing re-acceleration in total minutes, mobile and desktop, year-over-year change, the total mobile usage. So that means the company is likely going to have a very solid quarter again, the Q1 results, which are not going to be out until April sometime, but the company may actually talk about it at the conference that's going to be starting this week. So here's something on my radar. I don't have a position in this yet, but if I see that the stock start to break out from this bull flag, I might just jump into short-term calls and just play for the upside. But that's what I'm looking at. They're buying calls all the way out to 790 strike calls in April. The chart is consolidating in a bull flag. We have the cloud conference starting in 2 days, and we have bullish Comscore data that came out late last week. That's it.